Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. If you're a lawn care business owner, have you ever worked in the dark? Okay, I know this is a weird video. Obviously, I'm gonna show off the lights on the Ventrac, but I also want to kind of get a point across to you if you own your own business. So when I started my company a little over 18 years ago, I started off with my little Toyota pickup truck, and I had to borrow my dad's trailer. Didn't even own my own trailer. I had to borrow a friend's handheld blower, and I had a weed eater and a little push mower, and I hustled. And when I say I hustled, that means I went from door to door and said, hey, I'll cut your grass, I'll pick up sticks in your yard, I'll blow your leaves, I'll pull your weeds, I'll do whatever I can do that involves yard work, and I'll do it, and I'll do it well for you. And that's kind of how I got rolling, word of mouth, and I started getting phone calls and that kind of thing, and it kind of took off from there. So I was fortunate enough, about 6 or 7 months into the whole thing, to get my first zero turn. It was an Exmark Laser Z 52-inch deck. Absolutely loved that mower. It was one of the old Laser Z decks that cut like a dream. I think it's the same deck I have on my old walk behind Exmark, and holy cow, a great cutting deck. I absolutely love that thing. We got to the point to where I had more business than I could handle by myself. So what do? Well, there's only so many hours in the day. So in that case, you either hire somebody or you put lights on your mower, right? And so I had this old trailer park that I mowed, and I got with the owner and said, hey, I really need to be mowing at night, or I may have to mow into the night some. And he was okay with it. And then I had this commercial property that I got with the owner and said, hey, do you mind if I mow it at nighttime? I know that's probably a weird request, but I kind of explained to him that, I got all these yards I'm mowing during the day and all these little jobs I'm doing. And he actually said okay as well. So I got my little light set up, hooked up on my Exmark, and I went out there, I mowed them in the dark. And it was kind of funny because I had one of those little lights you put on your hat, and that's how I done my weed eating and my blowing. And to be extra safe, this is kind of how I've always been super anal and super peculiar about the work that I provide for somebody. Is I would go back the next day and just kind of put eyes on it and make sure that it was okay. And I looked at it in the daylight. And fortunately, I never really had to go back and redo anything. So things have changed. Fast forward, 17 years, and I don't typically like to work at night, but in this situation, I went to Ohio, helped Ventrac with a job, come back home on a Friday. The next day was Saturday. I'd already given Jacob my word that I was going to gift him with a yard. So went in, done that renovation on Saturday. Late Saturday evening, I'd already told my brother Micah that, hey, we'll aerate your yard and seed it and all that. And it was just late in the day, so I said, you know what, let's go with it. I'd already told him I was going to do it. Went over there, I got the grass seed put down, and then got the fertilizer put down. And then Micah started doing all the aeration work. And of course, the sun starts going down, it starts getting dark. And then I finally got a chance to use the new headlights on the 4520 Ventrac. And let me tell you this, they are incredibly bright. Night and day difference than the 4500 style headlights. And Michael was out there and he just kept on aerating away and kept on getting it. And finally finished up around 9:30 that night. And we was able to get his entire yard done with the help of the headlights. And also the Ventrac, this particular one I have, has headlights on the ROPS, the rollover system. And I almost stopped him and turned him around and faced him forward so we could really see how bright it would get. But I ran out of time, didn't think about it. But I decided to leave it alone, leave it like it is. But with the front lit up and the back lit up, you can really see everything you're doing extremely well. I was shocked at how bright 4 little lights could be. and Mike was able to get it finished up, and we got the Ventrac back to the shop the next day. But again, the purpose of the video is twofold. One, I wanted to kind of show off the headlights on the 4520 and show you just how bright they are. Number two, uh, I've been there, done that. Okay, I started off with nothing, and God's blessed me and been good to me, and the company's really grown to something pretty cool now. But it hadn't always been this way. I used to be a one-man show mowing at night. The point I'm making is I do whatever it takes to get the job done. Period. I don't make excuses. It's dark. I can't go do it. I wiggle my way around all that stuff. Okay. And in this case, I went to the owners and got their permission. Could I mow at night so I could keep rolling? And that's kind of the encouragement I want to give to you as a business owner that, um, sometimes you might kind of hit a little wall and you might feel stagnant or maybe things ain't going your way or whatever. Be determined, okay? It's kind of like Dave Ramsey puts it when he's talking in Financial Peace about how the lion or that tiger attacks that gazelle and pounces on the gazelle and just mutilates it and destroys it and doesn't leave anything to guess. That's the way I've always been with my company. Okay, I just jump on the opportunity and pounce on it. I don't let that opportunity get away. Okay, so use that as encouragement for you. If you're in that position as a small business, that man, we live in the greatest country in the world, and there's so much opportunity here. You just have to go out and get it, okay? And I don't mean everything's going to be perfect every single time. When you run into that little roadblock, I want you to crank up your bulldozer, and I want you to plow right through it. You know what I'm saying? Go right through it, and don't let nothing get in your way. And in my opinion, that's what I call living the American dream, right? I've got the opportunity. God's given me the body to physically do the work. And the only thing I need now is a mindset to go after it and get it done. So I hope that was encouraging to you. And as always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch, and I'll check you later.